In an extraordinary turn of events, former President Donald Trump has publicly attacked the wife of Judge Arthur Engoron, following the reinstatement of a gag order against him. This shocking development is the latest in a series of controversial actions by Trump, who has a history of publicly criticizing his critics and their family members. This story began when Trump was indicted in Manhattan. Judge Juan Merchan, overseeing the case, had warned Trump against making comments that could incite violence or jeopardize the safety of individuals. Nonetheless, Trump accused Merchan of bias and claimed that his family had connections to Kamala Harris and the Biden-Harris campaign. These accusations were made during a speech at Mar-a-Lago, Trump's first public appearance post-arraignment. Later, a significant shift occurred when a New York appellate court decided to reinstate a gag order against Trump. This order, originally imposed by Judge Arthur Engoron, was aimed at the state's $250 million civil fraud lawsuit against Trump. Engoron was set to oversee and ultimately rule on this case. However, Trump responded to this decision with a fierce attack against Engoron's wife. He unleashed a frenzied barrage of posts on Truth Social, his preferred social media platform, targeting Engoron's wife. Many of these posts were based on anti-Trump social media posts attributed to a user named Dawn Marie, whom conservative activist Laura Loomer alleged to be Dawn Marie Engoron. In summary, the key points to take away from this situation are: firstly, Trump has once again disregarded warnings and court orders to refrain from making potentially harmful comments. Despite being warned by Judge Juan Merchan and later having a gag order reinstated by Judge Arthur Engoron, Trump has continued to engage in public personal attacks. Secondly, Trump's recent actions have predominantly targeted the family members of those he perceives as his critics. This was evident in his attacks on Judge Merchan's family, and more recently, the wife of Judge Engoron. Lastly, Trump's actions have raised questions about the limits of free speech and the consequences of violating court orders. His case serves as a reminder that public figures, regardless of their status, are subject to the same laws and restrictions as everyone else, and that their actions have real-world implications. The unfolding situation continues to shock and captivate audiences worldwide, as we all watch to see how this saga will further